What's up, risk managers? My name is Nasdaq Anonymous, and I'm addicted to the NQ. And boy, is she one hell of a drug. And welcome to tonight's NA meeting, where we'll discuss the economic data for the week, analyze today's session, and from that, build a winning game plan for tomorrow's price action. And if you haven't done so already, you can show your support by subscribing to the channel. And with that said, let's jump into the charts now. This is tomorrow's data. And be mindful that all times are in Central Time. And we have a small block of news scheduled for tomorrow, so let's jump into it. At 6 o'clock, we have the NBA mortgage application for the month of October. At 7:30, we have the export and import price index for the month of September. And finally, at 3:30, we have the API weekly crude oil stock for the month of October. And now that we know what to expect, let's jump into the charts and create a game plan for tomorrow's price action. This is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream, and today was definitely a trend day. And as I analyze the charts, I see about 3 clues that's going to be essential for helping us find the best trades going into tomorrow's stream. So let's jump into it. During the overnight session, the Nasdaq opened slightly bearish and traded 78 points to the downside into a previous area of support. However, once the bulls failed to rotate price higher, the bears stepped in and price sold off 392 points to the downside and seeing a profit-taking rally going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, here's what I'm going to be looking for. So today was another exciting day for those addicted to the thrills of the NQ. And today was finally a day for the bears. And boy, did they come out and show out. Once the bulls failed to rotate price higher, the bears took full advantage and knocked this market down. We also have to remember that we had an American holiday or the American holiday pump, and this could be considered the next session dump. And if the bears can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 300 and 270, because this is the range where the bulls found support towards the close of yesterday's session. And I do expect for the bulls to step up at this level to buy the retest. But if they fail to hold this area and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests a level at 245. However, the bulls can regain control overnight and price begins to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 370 and 350. Because this is the range where the bears broke structure to the downside, and I do expect for bears to step up at this level to sell the retest. But if they fail to hold this area and price continues to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests the level at 405. Now today was a long time coming. The market can only go so high until we see a big correction down to rebalance prior structure. When the bears fail to rotate price lower, we usually get this big correction down when the bulls just keep interrupting their rotation and pushing price higher. Now, we did see a profit-taking rally going into the close of the session, and this could be the start of a new rotation for the bulls. But the price action overnight will definitely be essential for our bias going into tomorrow's stream. Now, if you're enjoying the content and appreciate the value that me and my trading partner provides to the trading community, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the release of our next NA meeting and live streams. And with that said, let's jump into an ES chart. This is an ES chart, and this is the block of price action that we traded during today's stream. And during the overnight session, the E-mini S&P opened slightly bearish and traded 14 points to the downside into a previous area of support. However, once the bulls failed to rotate price higher, the bears stepped in and price sold off 66 points to the downside and seeing a slight profit-taking rally going into the close of the session. And based on this price action, this is what I'm going to be looking for. So just like the NQ, price initially traded to the downside at the start of the session. And after the bulls failed to rotate price higher, we saw the bears finally step up and rotate price lower using the bulls sell stops as fuel. And if the bears can maintain their control overnight, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 855 and 850. Because this is the range where the bulls found support towards the close of yesterday's session, And I do expect for passive buy orders to be resting in this area to buy the retest. But if the bulls fail to hold this area and price continues to trade lower, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 845 and 840. However, if the bulls can regain control overnight and price begins to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price trades within a range between 875 and 880. Because this is the range where we saw price break structure to the downside, and I do expect for passive sell orders to be resting in this area to sell the retest. But if the bears fail to hold this area and price continues to trade higher, then I'll be watching the reaction when price retests a level at 888. Now, it's obvious that the bears finally got their rotation down lower, and they are going to try to hold this. But for the bulls, this is a really deep pullback and a great opportunity to buy the dip. So we will definitely be seeing both sides fight for control of this market. But as long as we adhere to proper risk management, we can live to trade another day. But I'll be monitoring both markets overnight to identify the best trades as we go into tomorrow's stream. And in summary, both markets started off the session slightly bearish, seeing price slowly grind to the downside. Both markets had a massive sell-off after the failed rotation higher from the bulls. And finally, both markets did see a profit-taking rally at the end of the session, and it will be a battle for control of this market. And that's all I have for tonight, risk managers. And you can watch us trade these concepts live by clicking this video. We'll see you there.